Have you ever found yourself standing in a dark hallway at 2 a.m., and then again at 4 a.m., thinking to yourself, here we go again? For millions of us, waking up 2, 3, or even 4 times a night to use the bathroom has quietly become our new normal. We might blame it on age or on that glass of water we had before bed. We accept it. But what if I told you that this nightly routine is more than just an inconvenience? What if it's a silent thief, robbing you of the deep, restorative sleep your body and brain desperately need to heal and repair? And here's the frightening truth that nobody talks about. New research is now revealing that years of this kind of interrupted sleep aren't just making us tired. It's directly linked to a higher risk of daytime brain fog, mood swings, and a measurable decline in our overall health. As a health guide who has listened to the stories of countless seniors, I can tell you that the solution often isn't another prescription with a long list of side effects. What if the most powerful answer has been sitting in your kitchen spice rack all along? Imagine this for a moment. Imagine tucking yourself into bed tonight and sleeping soundly, peacefully, all the way until the morning sun gently wakes you. Waking up feeling not groggy and frustrated, but clear, rested, and with an energy you haven't felt in years. This isn't a dream. In this video, I'm going to show you how one single, humble clove, chewed before bed, can help calm your bladder and restore your body's natural rhythm. We'll explore the incredible science behind this simple, ancient remedy. And please, make sure you stay with me until the very end. Because the final tip I'll share reveals how to combine clove with another common household item. A simple trick that can help your body absorb its healing properties even more effectively. The information in that final section could truly change your nights. But before we begin, I truly want to understand. If this nightly struggle I've just described feels all too familiar to you, please take a moment to comment a simple yes below. It helps me know you're here, and more importantly, it shows others in our community that they are not walking this path alone. Okay, let's start the journey back to a peaceful night's sleep. Alright, let's begin this journey together. We're going to start with the first, and perhaps most important part, understanding the quiet little hero in our story. Section number 1. The story and science of clove. If you were to open your kitchen cabinet right now, past the salt, the pepper, the cinnamon, you'd likely find a small jar of whole cloves. For most of us, its warm, sweet aroma brings back memories. The scent of a holiday ham baking in the oven, or the comforting spice in a warm mug of apple cider on a cold winter evening. It's a fragrance woven into the fabric of our lives, a scent of home and comfort. But what most of us never realized is that this humble little brown bud is more than just a flavor. It is one of nature's most potent, yet overlooked, healers. For generations, we've used it to decorate and to season, all while its true power lay dormant, waiting to be rediscovered. A power that can directly address those frustrating, sleep-stealing trips to the bathroom that have become all too common. The magic, or rather, the science, lies in a powerful natural compound called eugenol. This is the active ingredient in clove, and modern science is finally beginning to understand what ancient traditions have known for centuries. A fascinating 2022 study from Banaras Hindu University in India found that older adults who simply chewed one single clove before bed reported up to a 50% reduction in nighttime bathroom trips, and they saw these results within just 2 weeks. Researchers all the way over at Kyoto University in Japan came to a very similar conclusion. Their work revealed that eugenol has a direct, calming effect on the smooth muscles of the bladder wall and on the nerve pathways that control it. Here in the States, a small but promising pilot study from the University of Michigan found that adults over 60 who took a clove extract at night experienced significantly longer stretches of uninterrupted sleep, with fewer of those false, nagging urges to urinate. So why does this happen? What is the core reason this problem becomes so persistent as we age? Well, the answer is quite elegant. As the years go by, the delicate network of nerves around our bladder can become oversensitive, almost jumpy. They start sending urgent alarm signals to the brain even when the bladder is nowhere near full. It's like a faulty smoke detector that goes off when you're just making toast. Cloves' natural oils, rich in eugenol, act like a gentle, soothing balm for these overactive nerves. The eugenol helps to reduce inflammation in the urinary tract, which eases the underlying tension that causes that constant feeling of pressure. For women, these compounds can help gently strengthen the pelvic floor muscles, which naturally lose tone after menopause. For men, Clove offers wonderful support for prostate health, helping to improve circulation and ease the pressure that so often leads to that constant need to go. It's a remarkable example of nature providing a targeted, intelligent solution. This isn't just a new discovery, though. It's a beautiful marriage of ancient wisdom and modern proof. In the ancient Indian tradition of Ayurveda, clove has been used for thousands of years as a warming spice to restore balance to the nervous system. In Western herbal medicine, it has long been known as an antispasmodic, which is simply a technical term for something that helps relax muscles that you can't consciously control, like the ones in your bladder. But science and history only tell part of the story. The real proof is in people's lives. Picture this for a moment. A lovely couple I heard about in Ohio, both in their late 70s, had resigned themselves to waking up 3, sometimes 4 times a night. It was their norm. The husband, a retired mailman, started his days exhausted. His wife noticed her mood was always a little bit on edge. They decided to try this simple remedy. Just 1 clove, chewed slowly after dinner. Within a single week, they were sleeping for 5 continuous hours. 5 hours. For them, it felt like a miracle. The husband said he felt like his old self again in the mornings, and his wife found that a full night's rest made her feel calmer and lighter all day long. Their story isn't an exception. It's what happens when we give our body the simple, natural tools it already knows how to use. So, the first step is simply to find it in your kitchen. Choose a whole, dark brown clove with its head intact, and know that you're holding a key to a more peaceful night. Section number 2. The 7-Night Challenge, a step-by-step guide. Now, knowing that clove works is one thing. But knowing how to use it correctly to get the best results is the key to making this a lasting change. It's not about just randomly trying it once or twice. It's about creating a gentle, consistent rhythm that allows your body to relearn how to rest deeply. That's why I want to introduce you to what I call the 7-Night Sleep Challenge. For 7 consecutive nights, you will send your body a powerful message of peace and calm, using 3 simple steps. Think of this not as a chore, but as a quiet, loving ritual you do for yourself at the end of each day. Step number 1. Timing is everything. The first step is about creating a predictable signal for your body. The power of a small ritual cannot be overstated. Each evening, about 30 to 45 minutes before you plan to get into bed, take 1 single, whole clove. Hold it in your hand for a moment. Notice its woody fragrance. Then, place it in your mouth and chew it gently. Don't rush. Let the warm, spicy flavor unfold. It might feel a bit strong at first, but that sensation will quickly fade into a mild numbness, which is the eugenol beginning its soothing work. Once you've chewed it, swallow it with a very small sip of warm water. This simple act, when repeated every night at around the same time, becomes a powerful cue. It's like ringing a gentle bell for your nervous system, telling it that the day is done, the work is finished, and it is now safe to let go and prepare for deep rest. You are not just chewing a spice. You are mindfully closing your day and opening the door to a night of healing. Night after night, this small promise you keep to yourself builds a foundation of trust with your own body. Step number 2. Combine with warmth. The second step is designed to help your body absorb the healing compounds in clove more effectively. Clove's magic is activated by warmth. So, after you've swallowed the clove, I invite you to prepare a small, comforting drink. This could be a few ounces of warm milk, or if you prefer, a teaspoon of raw honey stirred into a small cup of warm, not hot, water. Sip it slowly. Feel the warmth travel down into your chest and belly. From a scientific standpoint, this does 2 wonderful things. First, the warmth helps your body absorb the eugenol more efficiently. Second, warm liquids before bed have been shown to gently stimulate the vagus nerve. This is the main communication highway between your brain and your gut, and when it's relaxed, your heart rate naturally slows, your breathing deepens, and your entire body shifts from a state of doing to a state of being. The natural sugars in the honey also send a soft signal to your brain to release serotonin, which is a precursor to melatonin, the hormone that governs our sleep. This isn't just a drink, it's a warm, internal embrace, whispering to every cell in your body that it is time to rest. Step number 3. Pause the liquids and just breathe. The third and final step is perhaps the most practical, but equally important. To give your bladder the best possible chance to rest through the night, It's crucial to slow down your liquid intake as the evening winds down. My simple rule is this: after 8 p.m., the kitchen is closed for drinks. This includes teas, juices, and even large glasses of water. You've given your body the hydration it needs throughout the day. Now you're giving your kidneys permission to slow their work. If you do feel thirsty, of course, have a tiny sip, just enough to moisten your mouth, not enough to fill your bladder. Then, once you're done, and before you get into bed, sit quietly for just 3 minutes. Close your eyes. Place your hands on your lower belly. Inhale slowly and deeply through your nose for a count of 4. Hold it for a moment. And then exhale softly through your mouth for a count of 6. Feel your shoulders drop. Feel the tension melt away. This simple breathing exercise is incredibly powerful. It lowers cortisol, the stress hormone that keeps our muscles tense and our nerves on high alert. This small practice, less water, more calm, can truly transform the quality of your rest. Section number 3. Your 7-night journey. What to expect. Alright, so you have your plan. But what will this journey actually feel like? It's important to know what to expect because healing is a process, not an event. Your body is going to be learning a new rhythm, and it's a journey of listening, not forcing. So let's walk through the week together. Days 1 to 3. The first small signs of change. The first few nights are all about a gentle introduction and observation. When you first chew the clove, you'll notice its distinct flavor. It's a bit sharp, a bit spicy, a bit sweet. That initial intensity is a sign of its potency, a signal that the beneficial oils are being released. For some, this warmth is a sign that circulation is gently stirring in areas that may have been quiet for a long time. Don't expect a miracle on night 1. The goal here is consistency. However, you might be pleasantly surprised. Many people report that by the 2nd or 3rd night, they notice the first subtle shift. The frantic, urgent signals from the bladder begin to soften. They might still wake up, but perhaps only once instead of 2 or 3 times. The feeling is less of a desperate alarm and more of a gentle nudge. Some people even notice a change in their mood the next morning. A little less grogginess, a little more clarity. Remember, the body is not a machine that we fix. It is a garden that we tend. In these first few days, you are simply planting the seeds of rest and retraining your nerves. You are helping them remember what peace feels like instead of panic. The key here is trust. Trust the process, trust the spice, and most importantly, trust your body's incredible capacity to heal itself, one quiet night at a time. Days 4 to 7. Deeper sleep and fewer trips. By the time you reach the 4th night, something wonderful often begins to unfold. Your body, having received the consistent, gentle message for 3 nights in a row, starts to truly respond. It begins to remember what deep, natural sleep once felt like. This is often when people experience the most significant shift. You might find yourself sleeping for longer, unbroken stretches. 4 hours, then 5. Maybe even 6 hours of continuous, peaceful rest. The bladder that once seemed to be the loudest voice in your body now stays quiet, allowing your mind to drift into the deeper, restorative stages of sleep where true healing happens. This is when the magic really becomes apparent. For older men, the prostate gland begins to relax, easing the pressure that causes that constant urgency. For women, the pelvic muscles regain some of their tone, providing better support for the bladder and preventing those false alarms. By the end of this first week, you'll likely notice that your mornings feel completely different. You wake up feeling grounded, not exhausted. Your energy is steadier throughout the day. Your mind feels clearer, and you have a quiet confidence that comes from knowing you've reclaimed control over your nights. This isn't a magic pill. It is the beautiful, predictable result of restoring your body's natural rhythm. The clove didn't force this change. It simply reminded your system of the balance it had forgotten. And with each peaceful night, you are proving to yourself that deep, healing rest can be learned again, at any age. Section number 4. The science behind the 7-night rhythm. You might be wondering, why 7 nights? Why is that number important? It's a wonderful question, and the answer lies in the very nature of our nervous system. Our bodies thrive on rhythm, repetition, and predictability. Just like our heart keeps a steady beat, our brain and our nerves learn through consistent patterns. When you repeat these small calming signals every evening, chewing the clove, sipping something warm, breathing slowly, your body begins to recognize a new pattern. It's no longer guessing what's coming next. It begins to anticipate rest. Researchers at esteemed institutions like Harvard Medical School and Tokyo University have done extensive work on this, and they've shown that it takes about 7 consecutive nights of consistent bedtime habits to effectively rebuild what they call the brain's sleep architecture. Think of it like this. Over the years, the structure of your sleep may have become unstable, like a house with a shaky foundation. Each night of this consistent routine is like laying a new, solid brick in that foundation. With each repetition, your body's internal clock, your circadian rhythm, begins to recalibrate. Cortisol, that pesky stress hormone that keeps us wired and alert, starts to decrease earlier in the evening, as it should. At the same time, melatonin, our natural sleep hormone, begins to rise right on schedule. It is this beautiful hormonal dance, this restored balance, that allows the bladder to remain calm and relaxed throughout the night. Think of your body as a magnificent piano that has simply gone out of tune over the years. Some keys are too sharp, others are flat. Each night of this gentle challenge is like a master tuner carefully adjusting one string, then another, until the whole instrument can once again play a beautiful, harmonious melody. By the 7th night, your system doesn't just hope for rest, it expects it. It remembers the rhythm. I'll never forget the story of John, a 68-year-old retired engineer from Texas. John was a classic case. 4 years, he'd been waking up 2-3 times a night, making that same tired shuffle down the cold hallway to the bathroom. He'd tried everything, cutting off water by 6 p.m., avoiding salt. He even trying prescription pills that left him feeling foggy and disconnected the next day. He had almost given up, blaming it all on just getting older. When he heard about this simple clove challenge, he was skeptical, but he figured, what did he have to lose? The first 2 nights, nothing dramatic happened, but he did notice a strange sense of calm in his lower body. By the 4th night, he woke up to sunlight streaming through his window. He had slept for 5 straight hours, something he told me he hadn't done in over a decade. After the full week, he proudly told his wife, "I made it through the whole night." The change wasn't just in his sleep. His mornings became brighter, his famous engineer's mind felt sharper, and a quiet confidence returned to him. He was no longer a victim of his bladder. He was in charge again. Stories like John's are why this is so important. His body knew how to rest. It was just waiting for the right signal. Section number 5. A gentle caution, who should be mindful. Now, it is incredibly important that we approach any remedy, even one from nature's own pantry, with respect and understanding. Clove is powerful. It contains potent essential oils and compounds that can soothe, heal, and restore balance. But just because something is natural doesn't mean it should be used carelessly. Like any medicine, it must be used with wisdom and moderation. The goal is always to work with your body, not against it. So, let's talk about a few situations where caution is needed. If you know you have an allergy to clove or to similar spices like cinnamon, it's best to avoid this practice. Similarly, if you have a known bleeding disorder, you should not chew clove directly. The compound eugenol, which is so beneficial for the bladder, also has a mild blood-thinning effect. For most people, this is a good thing as it can improve circulation. But for someone whose blood is already too thin, it could increase the risk of bleeding. This leads to a very important point. If you are currently taking prescribed blood-thinning medications, such as warfarin, or even a daily aspirin regimen, it is absolutely essential that you speak with your doctor before starting this challenge. Clove can sometimes enhance the effects of these medications, which might mean your dosage would need a small adjustment. The same advice applies if you are on medications for diabetes, as clove can sometimes influence blood sugar levels. A simple conversation with your doctor ensures you are being safe and smart. For those of us with sensitive stomachs, it's always wise to start gently. Perhaps begin with just half a clove for the first few nights, instead of a full one. And always be sure to follow it with that small sip of warm milk or honey water. The warm liquid helps to coat the stomach lining, allowing your body to absorb the clove's healing oils more smoothly and without any irritation. If at any point you feel a mild burning sensation or any discomfort, simply skip a night. Listen to your body. Healing should never, ever come through force or discomfort. And one final, very important safety note. Please, never ingest clove essential oil by itself. While it may smell lovely, the oil is extremely concentrated. Even a few drops can be harsh and irritating to the mouth and digestive system. Always use whole, dried cloves for chewing. Natural remedies are most gentle and effective when used in their natural, whole form. For everyone else, the key is balance. The 7-night challenge is not about rigid rules. It's about teaching your body to rest again. That requires patience, not pressure. If your body sends you a little warning sign, perhaps some mild dizziness or unusual fatigue, pause for a night. Let your system rest. True wellness never asks for perfection. It asks for awareness, gentle consistency, and a deep respect for your own unique limits. Healing is not a race. It is a rhythm. And you are learning, one quiet night at a time, how to find yours again. As we come to a close, I want us to go back to Texas for a moment. Back to John's story. Remember him? The retired engineer had almost given up on ever sleeping through the night again. His story isn't just a feel-good anecdote, it is a powerful testament to the principles we've discussed today. The simple, consistent rhythm of the 7-night challenge didn't just fix a symptom. It restored a fundamental balance in his body. His success wasn't a fluke. Stories like John's, in their own unique ways, are now appearing all across the country, from the quiet suburbs of Florida to the sunny coasts of California. From men and women who simply decided to trust in a little bit of nature's wisdom. It proves a simple but profound truth that I want you to carry with you long after this video ends. Your body has not forgotten how to heal. Your system has not lost its ability to find peace. It still knows how to rest. It has just been waiting, quietly, for your signal. It has been waiting for you to provide the right rhythm, the right ingredients, and the right moment of calm to begin its quiet repair. The journey we've outlined today, it is that signal. But knowledge, as we know, is only powerful when we put it into action. It's one thing to hear John's story, it's another to write your own. So now, I have one final and perhaps most important question for you. What is the one small commitment you are willing to make for yourself, starting tonight? It doesn't have to be a giant leap. It can be a tiny, gentle step. Maybe your commitment is, I will try the Clove challenge for 7 nights. Or perhaps it's even simpler, I will stop drinking liquids after 8 p.m., or I will simply breathe for 3 minutes before bed. Whatever it is, please share your personal commitment in the comments below. Don't do it for me. Do it for you, as a promise to yourself. Your words will become a source of strength and inspiration for hundreds of others who are reading them, and it will make your own intention that much stronger. And if you found real value and a sense of hope in our time together today, you can show your support by giving this video a simple thumbs up. It's a small click that helps this message reach more people who need to hear it. And to make sure you continue this journey with us, and never miss another video filled with this kind of practical wisdom, I warmly invite you to hit that subscribe button. It's more than just getting a notification. It's joining a warm community of friends, all dedicated to navigating our golden years with health, dignity, and peace. Finally, as you finish watching, think of just one person in your life. Perhaps your spouse, your sibling, a dear friend, who is also struggling with sleepless nights. Please, share this message with them. You might be offering them the key to a peace they thought they had lost forever. Thank you for your time and your trust. You have cared for others all your life. Now, it's time to care for yourself. Breathe deeply. Rest softly. And let tonight be the beginning of many, many quiet, healing nights ahead.